Yeah. We'll chant Katho Upanishad. प्रथम अध्याय द्वितीय वल्ली मंत्र 18. प्रथम अध्याय द्वितीय वल्ली mantra 18. By now you must be remembering this also.
Yam prete.
न जायते म्रियते वा विपश्चित् नायं कुतश्चित् न बभुव कश्चित् यो नित्यः शाश्वतोऽयं पुराणः न हन्यते हन्यमाने शरीरे हन्ता चेत् मन्यते हन्तुम् हतश्चेत् मन्यते हतम् उभूतो न बीजानीता नायं हन्ति न हन्यते. मंत्र 20. अणोरणीयान् महतो मह्यान् आत्मस्य जन्तो निहितो गुहायाम् समक्रतु पश्यति पीतशोकः धातु प्रसादात् महिमानम् आत्मनः. मंत्र 21. आशीनो दूरं व्रजति शयानो याति सर्वतः कस्तं मदामेदं विदेवम् अदन्यो ज्ञान्तुमर्हति. अशरीरगुं शरीरेषु अनावस्थेषु वस्थितं महान्तं विभुमात्मानं मत्वा धीरो न शुचति. नायमात्मा प्रवचनेन लभ्य न मेधया न बहुना श्रुतेन यमेवैष वृणुते तेन लभ्य तस्यैष आत्मा विवृणुते तनुगुं स्वाम्. मंत्र 24. नाविरतो दुश्चरितान् नासन्तो न समाहितः नाशान्त मनसो वापि प्रज्ञानेनैनमाप्नुयात्. 25. यस्य ब्रह्म च क्षत्रं च उभे भवत ओदनः मृत्यु यस्य उपशेषनं वेद यत्र सः. We'll go to the प्रथम अध्याय द्वितीय वल्ली मंत्र नंबर 1. इतं पिबन्तो सुकृतस्य लोके गृहं प्रविष्टो परमे परार्धे छाया तपो ब्रह्मविदो वदन्ति पंचाग्नयो ये च त्रिनाचिकेताः. मंत्र 2. यसेतुरी जनानाम् अक्षरं ब्रह्म यत्परम् अभयं तितिर्षतां पारं नाचिकेतगुं सकेमहे. मंत्र 3. आत्मानगुं रथिनं विद्धि शरीरगुं रथमेव तु बुद्धिं तु सारथिं विद्धि मन प्रग्रहमेव च. हरि ओम. Welcome you all to this session of Katho Upanishad. So we had some break. I hope you have not forgotten the Upanishad, and we are in the Tritiya Valli. In this present Valli means, see, you know, Katho Upanishad are 6 Vallis. 3 in the Pratham Adhyaya, 3 in the Dvitiya Adhyaya. So this is the Pratham Adhyaya, Tritiya Valli we are doing. Third, chapter 1, section 3. Okay. So the first mantra was Ritam Pivantu. Ritam Pivantu Sukrudasya Loke Guham Pravishto Paramay Parardhe Chaya Tapu Brahma Vido Vadanti Pachagnayo Ye Chatrinachi. He says it is like that two birds sitting on a tree, you know, that you have this in the other, but here it is Ritam Pivantu Sukrudasya Loke. Here the comparison is that one is enjoying the fruits, the good works, sitting in the cavity of the earth. Okay. And That is the Supreme Lord. That is the Brahman. The cavity of the heart, we have the heart, means Brahman. Yeah. So, both of them are like shadow and light. Chaya Tapo Brahma Vidavaran. They are the Jiva, Jivatma and the Paramatma are like shadow and light. Chaya Tapo. And this you can go to Brahma Loka through Panchagni, that Trinachiketa. By conducting the Nachiketa sacrifice, you can go to Swargaloka and Brahmaloka also. Okay. So this is what it is here. Now, in the second mantra, we saw that Seturi Janana. Setu like a bridge. You master the Nachiketa fire. Yes. Nachiketa fire is like a bridge between this world and the Swargal. Okay. Those who perform the Nachiketa Agni fire or the sacrifice or the rituals, they can go to Swargaloka and Brahmaloka. And Brahmaloka, you get the Brahman. Brahma means Brahma. Here, the highest immortal Brahman. And they only want to cross over the Sansara. The Sansara is one. And Param Brahma is another. Brahmaloka is one Swargaloka. In Swargaloka, highest level. And Param Brahma is the immortal Brahman. So if you, from here, from this Sansara, from this world itself, if you do the rituals and yajnas, you can go to Swarga, and different levels of Swarga are there. So once you go there, Swarga is a Brahmaloka. Brahmaloka, Brahmaji is there, then you get, if you want, because that is like Amrita, Amritatvam, because it's very, very long life there. So comparatively, that is a place for which we can call it Amritatvam, so immortal, but comparative immortal. But here in this sansara, in this world itself, you can also aim for that Amritatvam or the the liberation or moksha here and now by knowing it, by knowledge. So this is the theme that we are going through now. It says that see, the yajnas or the rituals, they are all actions. And there are finite actions. If you do finite actions, you will get finite result. So whatever actions or rituals you do, that will be taking you to the Devaloka or Pitraloka or the different levels of lokas are there. Finally, Brahma Loka. The finite actions can take you to final fields. They cannot get you infinite result. So that's why those who worship the devatas, each of them have got different gunas. You worship, say, Lakshmi, she will give you with wealth. You go to Kubera also, she will give you a lot of sampati. But if you go to Saraswati, she will give you vidya. So as you worship the Deva or Devatas, they'll give you as per their capability, whatever they own it. But those who devote themselves to the Supreme Being, they can reach freedom. Freedom means moksha, liberation. Aksharam Brahma Yat Param. Okay. So those people who wish to cross over the ocean of samsara, they must aim for liberation. That liberation comes through the knowledge of the Brahman. This is what we are doing. Okay. Now let's come to. So there are two things happening. One is the material success through the rituals, through the yajnas, you are getting material success and the final result. Another is the through the spiritual success, and you get to the liberation through Brahman. But this is so difficult. Bhagavan himself says, there are millions of people. Out of the millions of people, very few get to the path, even to the path of going to the Swarga or doing some punya, getting some good results. Very few people get. So out of the very few people who get the siddhis, only very minuscule part, they know the Bhagavan by tattva, by the truth. Very few. Manusyanam sahasresu kaschit yatati siddha. Very rare people get siddhi. But out of those perfected ones also, whoever is very, very diligent, sincere, they will only them, they can know Bhagavan by in a like truth only. But then you cannot get to the truth directly. You have to go through the purification process. Isn't it? The purification process is what? Karma, upasana, then jnana. You cannot jump to jnana straight away unless you are a gifted soul. This mantra 3 and 4, we'll do it together. Because there is one theme only, one topic. So this is a famous mantra. Atmanavum rathinam viddhi, sariragum rathamevatu, buddhim tu sarathim viddhi, mana pragrahame vacha. Word meaning Atmanam, Atma here. But this Atma is not the true Atma. This is the Jiva. Okay, Jivatma. Okay, this Jivatma is the Rathi. Okay, Rathi means is the master. उसका रथ है, तो इसी रथी. तो आत्मानगम शरीरम रथिनम भी शरीरगम रथमेवतु. The Sarira is the Ratha, is the chariot, the vehicle. The body is the vehicle. Buddhim tu sarathim viddhi. Viddhi means to know. You know that Buddhi is the Sarathi. The intellect is the charioteer who drives the chariot. And Mana Pragraham evacha. Mana is the Pragraha. Pragraha is the reins that you hold, no? Hold karke, you control the horses through holding that Pragraha. Then fourth one you see, fourth mantra. Indriyani hayanayahu visayagum tesu gocharan. Indriyani hayan ahu. Hayan means horses. Hayan means horses. Indriyani, the sense organs, are like the horses. Visayas tesu gocharan. Gocharan means Gochara means the roads. The Indriyas, the Visayas are their roads. The Indriyas have to go somewhere. They have to have the objects. So they go to the Visaya. Visaya means subjects. The objects of the Indriyas. Then Atmendriya Manoyuktam Bhokta Ahu Manishya. Atma, Indriya, Mana, Yuktam. These are combined. When these are Yukta, they are combined together. Atma means here, what do you call, Jivatma. No, Atma is a Jivatma. Jivatma and Indriyas, the senses, and Mana, the Mana, all these things become together. When they are together, then Bhokta iti ahur. Bhokta is the enjoyer. Iti, thus, they are called that is called the enjoyer. Who says this? Manishina. Manish is the wise person. The wise person say that only when this Mana, Jiva, and the Indriyas are working together in cohesion, then they can enjoy. They will enjoy what? The road. They will enjoy the objects of the world. Okay. So here it is an analogy. Analogy means comparison. In the comparison, please remember, here there are 6 comparisons are there. Actually, there are 7, but I'll tell you 6 here. What is the first one? If you want, you note down, or you just make a note somewhere in the book or the same. First one is the Atma or Jivatma. Jivatma is the master. Is the master of the chariot. The person who is like a car. You are not the driver. The person sitting at the back seat of the car, he is the master. The driver sits in front. So the master, the owner or the owner of the car, whoever is the master of the car, he sits at the back seat. He is the jiva. That here Atmanagum jo bol raha hai, that is the master of the chariot or the owner of the car sitting at the back seat. Then he says, Sariragum Ratham Evat. Sarira is the body. So the body you consider as the Ratha. The whole body is there with all Panchakosa, with all the Indriyas, everything is there. The whole body is required for you to move. What moves? The Ratha moves, the vehicle moves. So the car or the body is the chariot. See, in the olden days, the cars were not there, so we cannot compare that. So that's why they have put Ratha. You can always think as a car. So the whole car body is like the body. The body is like the car. Then he says, Buddhintu Sarathim Vitti. Buddhi means intellect. Intellect is what? It discriminates what to do, what not to do, what is right, what is wrong. That is the Sarathi. That is the charioteer. Remember Lord Krishna sitting in the front seat doing the charioteer. So Rath se chalata hai, actually chalata hai, वो charioteer. That Buddhi chalata hai Rath को. Arjuna पीछे बैठता है. He is the master. Arjuna बोलता है उधर लेके जाओ. Take the Ratha in between the two armies. Arjuna is directing Krishna, no? So वो जो बोलेगा होगा, लेकिन चलाएगा कौन? Krishna. So Buddhi is there, but the master will tell what to do. है ना? So the intellect is the charioteer. Krishna is the chariot. Mind. Say mana pragraham evacha. Mana is the reins. Reins is not RAIN. the rainy season, not rainy season here. It's REIN. REIN, rain. It is become the इसको क्या बोलते हैं घोड़ा का जो पकड़ते हैं ना लगाम लगाम पकड़ते हैं. So this pragraha is the lagam. So this is what the mind is, the lagam. Then he said mana pragrama. This is the end of mantra of 3. Then mantra 4, what he says, Indriyani hayanahu. Hayan means horses. Okay. So Indriyas are like the horses. Okay. But you see, there are 5 horses for 5 Indriyas. Okay. Now, Visayagum Tesu Gocharan. Visaya means objects. Objects of the world are Visaya. Visayagum Tesu Gocharan. Tesu means all the sense organs are the roads on which the sense organs will walk or run or travel. Atmendriya manayuktam bhukta ahu manishya. Manishis, wise people say that if you put all your Atma, that is Jiva, puts together the Indriyas and the Mana, everything together, it can enjoy the road also. Okay. So the meaning of this, briefly I'll tell you the meaning of the mantras. Know that the Atman as the Jiva as the Lord of the chariot. And he sits in the back seat. And the body is the chariot. Body is the Ratha. Understand that the intellect is the charioteer, like the Krishna is the supreme intelligent person. Okay. And the mind is the reins, the lagam. Okay. Indriyani hayana. Indriyas are the horses. Indriyas means the senses or instincts we can take. And they say that the roads are the sense objects. The wise call him the enjoyer when he is united with the body, senses, and the mind. Okay. Now this is, we come to the mantras from Katho Upanishad. Right? Understand the Katho Upanishad is primary, or the Upanishads are the main source of knowledge. It is a Upanishad. It is Shruti Vakya. Whereas Bhagavad Gita is a Smriti Vakya, Smriti, by remembering somebody has quoted. So Bhagavad Gita is not original. Krishna has, in the Mahabharata, Vedavyasa has narrated this through the words of Krishna. So original is the Upanishads. It has been recalibrated into the story form in Bhagavad Gita. So these mantras 3 and 4 may have inspired Vedavyasa to write the Bhagavad Gita itself. Picturized in the eyes of the Vedavyasa, the picture of the horses, the 5 horses. Normally what? If you draw a chariot, it will be at 1 horse, or it will be 2 horses, or 4 horses. But in this picture, you'll see there are 5 horses. The 5 horses. So these Indriyas are the Jnanendriyas, and the 5 Jnanendriyas are being represented here as 5 horses. And these 5 horses are being driven by the intelligent person, the intellect, and their path of travel is the road. That's what the Gocharan, what you were saying. That is the path of travel. The road of travel is the Indriyas go. So we cannot say that there are only four verses or two verses in front or two verses back. It is the five verses of the Gyanendriyas. See, these senses, the five senses are very, very important for a jiva. Without these sense organs, the eyes, ears, nose, tongue, and skin, without that, life is as good as not there. So if a baby is born without these organs, so it cannot function at all because it cannot perceive the world. The five sense organs are meant for perception of the world. See, any jiva, when it takes a body, there's a purpose in that. The purpose is that he should be able to fulfill his vasanas. According to his vasanas, he takes the body. And in the world, the jiva, I mean, in that jiva takes the body according to his vasanas, and he should fulfill his vasanas. If he doesn't have these indriyas, he cannot see, hear, touch, feel. So he cannot. The world doesn't exist for him, nor the world doesn't exist for him, nor he'll be able to fulfill any of the ideas or vasanas. So even if normally they say if one sense organ is inactive, then the other one becomes more active. So normally we don't find any child being born with less. And some people are born with say mukha vadira. The two sense organs are not there. You can't find that three or four sense organs are not there. It's difficult to find. So the purpose of the jiva to take the body, he has to live in this mortal existence of the body. And he gains the experience of the world through these sense organs only. And these sense organs are like the instruments. Like you use different instruments for measuring or knowing. Suppose you use a thermometer or a barometer or a microscope or a telescope. All these instruments are utilized to know the world, to experience the world. Same way, these five instruments of the sense organs are used for the five senses. So Indriyas must know the world. Then only the jiva can achieve its goal. No Indriyas, no experience. Like in deep sleep. In the deep sleep, even the body is there, Indriyas are not active. Mana buddhi is not active. It's in a dormant state. So Indriyas cannot be active. So that's why the jiva is not aware of the things happening during the deep sleep. So Shruti says that the Indriyas that draw the body chariot are the sense organs. The sense horses move on the sense objects. What are the sense objects? Like the eyes can illumine the function only in the realm of form and color. Eye cannot hear. There is only one path it can take. Only the form and color it can see. Of course, it's a major issue. Same way, ear can only hear, ear cannot see. Each sense organ has its own function. It cannot do anything of the other one. It can only function in its own field of activity, objects. So through the sense organs, the jiva experiences the world. Experiences means what? It either enjoys or suffers. Isn't it? So we say bhokta. Bhokta means what? वो भोग करेगा. भोग करने का खाली it's not only the good things. It will also enjoy the. It will also suffer. And that is what the life is. That is what the sansara is. You will enjoy or suffer. And that can happen only through the sense organs. And the sense objects are these. See, these sense organs, because one sense organ can only go on one lane, sometimes is compared as a huge highway. The world of objects is like a huge highway, and there are 5 lanes, and each sense organ is traveling on each lane. Okay, it is a comparison. So this experience that the sense organs are getting, who is experiencing this? Who is experiencing this? Is the mind, the body, or the intellect? Are they experiencing? Anybody can answer? No. Okay. Because here saying Atma Indriya Mano Yuktam Bhukta Aur Manishya. So they have to be together, and who is enjoying is the jiva. When they are united, with the body, mind, senses are united. Alone it cannot do. The body cannot enjoy. The mana cannot enjoy. The indriya cannot enjoy. So jiva also cannot enjoy unless they are all together. The wise people call him the enjoyer. To whom? The jiva. Jiva is the enjoyer. It is not the atma, the true self, but the conditioned atma. Jiva is what? Conditioned, reflected consciousness. Isn't it? All of you know. Jiva is the reflected consciousness. That is what is the jiva is, and that enjoys. But jiva alone is the what? It's a egocentric thing. So that also cannot enjoy without the help of the body, mind, and senses. The supreme being, the supreme intelligence or the consciousness is conditioned by the mind, intellect, and the body itself. Depending on what caliber or how pure is your mind, your jiva also will be pure or impure. Depending on that, if your mind is very evil, then the jiva also will be evil. If your mind is pure, the jiva will be pure. The intellect also plays the role. So that ego center, the jiva is the enjoyer. So when he's saying bhokta iti ahur manishyana. So bhokta is the jiva. That first time the atma is interpreted as the jivatma. So there are 2 entities. One is the Paramatma, the pure consciousness or pure intelligence. The other one is the Jivatma, the conditioned consciousness. Jivatma is the doer, the enjoyer, and Paramatma is the non-doer, non-enjoyer, akarta, avokta. So that reflected consciousness, that conditioned atma is the enjoyer. Just to do a little more on this, The mind controls the senses. Senses go out, but who tells them to go? The mind. See, suppose you are sitting in this classroom, say suppose any other classroom or in this video also. You can sit and watch and all that is there. But if your mind is somewhere else, you cannot hear, you cannot know. You can sit here, but mind somewhere else. So how will you know any subject? ठीक है, घूमते रहो. So mind is controlling that. Even though you have the ears, you have the eyes fixed here, but without the mind you cannot learn or hear the Upanishads. So mind is the controller. It has the reins. It has the lagam. Lagam pakad ke baitha hai. So the charioteer holds the reins. Who is the charioteer here? The intellect. Why? The intellect controls the mind. Intellect controls the mind. Mind by listen or not, that's a different thing. Mind may not be fully controlled by the intellect, but normally intellect controls the mind. Those people, buddhimatta, that means they are working with the intelligence, not with the mind, not emotionally working, but they are intellectually working. Okay. So behind that mind is the master. Behind the intellect and mind is the master. The master is the jiva. He is like the driver sitting in the front seat and the master in the back seat. You go in a car or a taxi, you always sit in the back seat.
Behind the mind, who is the master?
So,
Behind the mind?
behind the mind is the intellect. And the intellect is controlled by the master. Now, the other one, the sixth one was the roads. The roads are for the five Gyanendriyas of Sabda, Sparsa, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha, and the entire creation is like a huge highway where the five senses travel in the five lanes of the highway. Unmentioned, it is not mentioned here, but it's interpreted. What is the destination? Everybody is moving and the horses are drawing, but where is the Ratha is going? But where is the Ratha going? What is the destination? Who decides that? The master decides. So master can decide the destination. The two destinations are there. One, he can decide that he'll continue to live in this world. He will enjoy the world and do what he likes. So the destination becomes anatma. I'll make money, I'll create wealth, I'll make a big house, big number, then I'll live in this and die in this place also. And I'll also take a rebirth in this world. So anatma is the destination for that jiva. But the same jiva also can make a destination of atma. That means he will work for the liberation, for the moksha, for the jnana. So now that we know this Ratha Kalpana, how to fine tune this? The fine tuning means, what I want to say is that you have to do some sadhanas. Sadhana is that before you start on a journey, you should see that the whole car is fit to go. You should check your car, you should check the tire, you should check the engine or the steering wheel and how much hava is there in the car, tire, all that you should see, Earlier I used to see, when going to the carts, Lonavala, then I have to check the car before actually you start the journey. Same way, you have to see your fit. The body should be fit. First thing, the body should be fit. The physical body must be in good health. Never neglect the body. Everybody says that body kuch nahi, anatma hai, but never neglect the body because through the body only you can have jnana. So greatest wealth is the health. Okay. And arogyam, arogya rehna chahiye. No roga. Second thing is the senses. So you should master the senses. You should be the master of the senses, not a slave. You should not overindulge in things. The sense control is required. And the sense control, we say Dhamma. Dhamma, no? Sama, Dhamma, Uparama. Dhamma is the sense control. Then we say the mind also should be sound. If your mind is not emotionally correct, even if you sit in front of a TV, also you see the serial that you look at, you cannot see, you cannot enjoy the serial. Agar somebody has, due to something, your mind is upset, even if the best of the programs comes on the TV and you sit in front, your mind will not be there, right? So mind should be controlled. Control means what? It should be equanimous. Samatvam yoga uchyate. Okay. So that is a emotional health, the psychological fitness is required. And for that, you need to follow the Daivi Sampati that is mentioned in the 16th chapter. So that Sama is required. That is a Sama. Sama and Dhamma. Then the sense organs themselves, they must go in the right road. For that, you should know the road, which way to go. Most of us do not know which road to follow. कर्म कांड करेंगे या उपासना करेंगे या रिचुअल करेंगे या ज्ञान करेंगे, पता नहीं. थ्रू कर्म, कर्म मीन्स योर what you call karma yoga. Through karma yoga, you can have chitta suddhi, purity of mind. You can develop purity of mind. Through upasana, you can develop chitta ekagrata, means through concentration. But through jnana, you can have liberation. So just step by step. You cannot say that I can skip. If you are that, you have got that Purva Janma Siddhi, then you can start jump to Jnana, you don't require karma and upasana. Normally, it's like a child going to a KG class and the primary and the secondary, same way you have to go to step by step. Karma, karma yoga, upasana, then only jnana. What is not coming here is that you should know the direction also. Karte raho, but which direction you are taking, you don't know. So the direction should be known. And all the organs should be healthy. And they should work in cohesion. They should work like in coordination. There should be a team spirit. Otherwise, one of them will go this way, another this way, so you cannot achieve your goal. So what is the comparison? The what we made out here, the analogy of this Ratha Kalpana is beautiful analogy. We should know that and know the comparisons. I gave you 6 comparisons. Remember these comparisons. I will ask you next time. Each one of you, I'll ask you the comparison. One with what? What is the comparison with the Atma? What is comparison with the body? What is comparison with the intellect, mind, sense organs, and sense objects? All this I'll also ask you next time. Please remember. And these mantras also you should remember. That is a very beautiful mantra. It is useful. Okay. So we'll close the class now.
Hariom.